Start recording. Ha 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 ha. This is kind of fun. This is actually I'm pretty excited. Now, let's just establish what we're doing here. I wanted to get together some of my favorite humans from the Wheaton Academy past and just take some time to see how you're doing, talk about what you're doing, and and whatever your involvement in art or other things. I'm interested in your life, and then I want to be able to encourage others with what you're doing. And I also want to hear from you about like just what's going on. What is this? Like what? How do you guys feel about it? So I'll just take us through a little bit questions, and then I'll let you guys decide who wants to answer. We're gonna have some fun, and then at some point I'll be showing this to my current students. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's do some introductions. Okay, and let's start in my top left with Carter.
Oh, that's me. Okay. I mean, I'm sure most of your students already know who I am. Carter, graduated last year. Going to COD currently. Work at an art store. I guess that's kind of all I've got to say about that.
Cool. All right, good. Let's go over to Simon.
I'm Simon.
Hi, Simon.
I'm going to Trinity Western University, which is in BC, Canada.
Yep.
And I graduated last year with Carter as well. So.
Nice. Good. All right, Luke.
All right, I'm Luke, and some of you probably know my siblings, Kyle and Kate, who are at the academy.
Indeed.
Graduated, 2 years ago now, and I'm now at Taylor University playing soccer and studying art education.
Sweet. Good. All right, Megan.
Well, I'm Megan, and I graduated 2 years ago with Luke, and I did the semester of art and design. That's studying photography. So
good
time.
Awesome. All right, guys. So let's start with this first. How are you feeling? Like this whole situation with social distancing and all the precautions we have to take. Just tell me a little bit about what that's looked like for you in this moment and how it's changed or affected your life, maybe here just in the short term so far. And you can go, whoever wants to respond can respond.
Obviously, it kind of sucks for everyone.
Yeah.
Because, it's like, I'm really happy to be home and be with my family. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
But other than that, the place that I work is closed, and I need to talk to my professors to get certain assignments done. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's all nice that I can see my family. So.
Good.
I guess that's fun. Yeah.
Good.
It's kind of weird for a very art hands-on kind of school, because I was supposed to take a printmaking class,
right,
and then a 3D design class, and it's how am I supposed to print make and 3D design
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
on my own, because I can't use any of the facilities. So it's what do they expect us to do? So I dropped those classes, and I'm only taking an ad class, so advertising and branding. So because I can't. I don't want to waste money because it's a price and everything, but it's just weird because it seems like everything is normal, but it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm outside and it's great, and I have neighbors who are gardening, and we're doing all these things, but we can't be in groups or anything. So church is canceled, and I always do things with my church all the time.
Yep.
And am just with the same like 5 people all the time, and like only one of my roommates is here. We're just spending all of our days together now, and so it's like just I'm a very social being, so that's like hard for me
Yeah.
to like just have to. But I think it's also like I don't know. It's kind of cool because God is like kind of forcing everybody to have this time of like rest,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, it forced me to like make my own schedule and to like actually set aside time to read the word and like do things that I should to like take care of my body, and like that's good. But yeah.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's awesome. How about you, Luke?
Yeah, this whole thing is kind of strange because I'm back home, everyone's back home, so it feels so normal, like Megan was just saying.
Yeah.
Like it feels really normal, but at the same time, it's like I'm working on oil paintings in my kitchen.
Yeah.
You know, like that's new. Same with I've got a figure drawing class. How do you do figure drawing from home remotely? And you know, it's like all of that is kind of strange, but at the same time, I think it's kind of cool just to see how everyone still exists and can thrive in a setting like this.
Yeah.
And I saw a video yesterday saying like the carbon emissions or whatever that the Earth is producing right now is significantly lower because no one's doing anything.
Isn't that cool? So interesting.
And like Los Angeles traffic is solved because there is no traffic. And so it's like there are things that you can learn from a time like this that you are forced to learn, and I don't think anyone would choose to do it, but it's good. So
awesome. Carter, how about you, man? What's going on?
It's a good question.
You told me you're still at
pretty much
work, right?
Yeah, but they're not like having me. The next time I have to go in is next week, so I probably I'm guessing they'll be canceled by then. I would hope. But beyond that, all of my classes were kind of like ready for this, so adjusting for that hasn't been that hard.
Yep.
I'd say the main thing for me is I'm good at making like excuses for when to get my practice in and start drawing, but now I kind of there aren't any excuses. I've got an open schedule, so I'm really trying to make that happen.
Good.
Yeah.
You were holding me accountable last night in the chat.
Yeah.
Are you working on the collaboration, McCallum?
Well, okay, so I cannot deny that I put it a little bit on the back burner because of some reasons, but it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse.
That sounds like an excuse, McCallum.
Okay, and Carter's right. Like this is the time to jump back in. So I'm committed to the collaboration. I'm going to keep doing that. So speaking of let's talk about some ways in which you guys are creating. So like Megan, you mentioned that you had to drop some classes and you're switching.
Yeah.
Well,
right now we're also spring break, so it's like nothing is happening anyway. But
you're doing your very Megan thing right now, where you're very very expressive without saying words. And I understand. I know exactly what you mean when you say that. But what about do you have enough credits? Like, are you gonna like there's some complexity to the idea of dropping classes because you can't take them or something like. Have you thought about that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm already a quarter behind because. Wow, I just sounded super Midwestern. Y'all are turning me into a Midwestern folk again. What is happening? But anyway, so I already am like a quarter behind because I did the Disney College program in the fall.
Yep.
And so I'm just like, frick it, like whatever. So that's my thought. And also, I don't know 100% if I'm going to stay at SCAD.
Okay.
I'm looking at going to Moody or Southeastern Baptist Theological Seminary, which is in North Carolina.
Yep.
To study philosophy and theology.
Yep.
So, because I took a philosophy class last quarter here at SCAD, and I was literally like so much in love with that class than I was with my photography class. And so I was like, well, why don't I do that instead? Because it's way less expensive. There's a lot more that goes into that. But
Yeah.
so I think really at this point, what I'm doing is I'm just like coasting out, seeing if I still want to stay here. I want to go. So I don't take too many classes and then like not end up using them because SCAD is weird about transferring credits. So that's why I'm taking an ad class because I'm interested in advertising and technically it's my minor. But so yeah, that's the thought there. But
nice. All right. How about the rest of you? What do you guys like? Are you creating? Is that helping you? Is that a coping mechanism? Is it a healing process to maintain creativity, or is that a struggle?
In my case, I have not been creating that much, to be honest. Because I just got off a road trip where I was just like sitting in the car for a long time, so I was just kind of taking in the views, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that will inspire me.
Leaving the fields fallow for a season.
Yeah,
I know. I have a ton of projects that I wanted to be working on.
Yep.
Pretty much every summer, but I kept telling myself, I need 4 hours to work on that project. I need,
Yep.
just to sit down, and that's all I need to, like, if I need to do this right, I have to think on only this project.
Yeah.
When you're taking, a painting class and a figure drawing class, you have quite a bit to do. And last semester in season, so I didn't really have any time. And, all of a sudden all the news blew up and I was like, wait a second, I'm going to go home and all I'm going to do is paint. And that's pretty much, I finished up a homework assignment for a painting class last night. And I think today I'm going to start on all of the paintings that I should have been doing.
Yeah.
But never had the time. So I'm looking forward to it because I think I'll have a lot of time, actually. So
cool.
I'm excited.
Good. So Carter, are you creating, or are you just waiting for me right now? Am I holding you back?
Well, both.
Okay.
Both. Definitely both.
Good.
While you're stalling, I am creating work.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
I've been doing things, especially like with my iPad. It's kind of nice to be able to like balance. I can do homework, and then on the side, I can have like a little doodle window. But no, because it's just like it's gotten really boring doing like just watching like YouTube or whatever. I've got a whole day in front of me, so I've been trying to get stuff done.
Good.
Drawing wise.
Good. All right. So, here we are. I know you probably didn't think this was going to be part of your experience in the world, and I know it's probably feeling a little bit like unknown. I've talked to some seniors at Wheaton Academy who are having to face the realization of not having things like their senior prom, or maybe they won't be able to walk at graduation. And it seems those things are not petty by any means. Those are big milestones in our life. But like, I don't know, how could we encourage those students who are feeling like, oh my gosh, this huge moment, this huge milestone that I'm supposed to have is gone. Like, how do you guys go about balancing it? Right now, you guys are in various stages of your college level experience. Is there anything that you feel like you're about to miss out on that you're really struggling with? And I look at this as a little bit of an opportunity, to be honest. And I'm starting to do some of the things that I've always talked about doing. Like, hey,
Exactly.
I did a Twitch stream, and like, wow, why haven't I done that before? It was a lot of fun. I'm making fun little videos. I'm connecting with students in new and different ways. And what was holding me back? I don't know, but somehow this has prompted me to think differently about life in general, and teaching, and art making. And as much as it's a annoyance, or there's nothing in my life that is like, oh no, I don't get to go on vacation at spring break. Like, okay, but I was just wondering if you guys felt a sense of like you're about to miss out on something because of what's going on. And if not, like, maybe that's a good thing, right? Maybe that's a positive.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to Guatemala. I was supposed to leave on Saturday.
Okay.
But clearly that's not happening. So that was a bit of a bummer. But like you were saying, I now have 3 uninterrupted weeks, or however many weeks it is, of productivity if I choose to do so. So I mean, while there is some disappointment, I'm a fall athlete. The spring season are canceled. I'm not graduating. So like I feel blessed that I don't have to miss anything like too big off of season or graduation year or whatever. But I think for people that are missing, the seniors in high school or college, it certainly will be the most memorable graduating class probably in living memory.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's not like it's going to take away the fact, but I mean, pretty much everyone will understand the class of 2020.
Yeah.
Had a lot of stuff on their plate. So I don't know really how to come up with it's okay, you're missing senior trip, you're missing everything, because I know I enjoyed those 3 a lot, but I don't know. Tough.
One of the things I would say is that like it's okay to be upset about it, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, like, well, everybody's going through the same things, so just get over it. But like, no, these things are real, and like also in the Bible it calls us to weep with those who weep. You know what I mean? And so like if people are upset about something, like we shouldn't just tell them to snap out of it.
Right.
It's like those things are a big deal to them, and like also thinking back to like when I was in high school, if I had to miss those things, I would be pretty upset about it too. Even though like there's nothing that anybody can do about it, it's still something that like is valid that you are upset about. And like one of the things that my roommate and I were talking about with high schoolers and like the seniors that are graduating is like it would have been hard for us to understand then, but we understand now that like life does not end when high school ends, which is kind of like where my brain was at when I was in high school. Was like, oh my gosh, high school is ending my life, like what is going on? And it's like honest life almost for me like began after high school in a way, and so I don't know if that's like an encouragement at all, but and I feel like how we said that like it's something that everybody's going to remember. Everybody's going to remember the class of 2020, the coronavirus. You know what I mean? So that's kind of a weird, cool thing to be able to say that you lived through that nobody else is going to say happened to them. And so like on the lines of like missing out on things, if I don't come back to SCAT, like, I am like thinking about, oh my God, all the experiences that are going to be like different that I can't have because everybody like left, because a lot of people left to go back because all the classes are online. And so like some of my best friends aren't going to be here, and I don't know when or if I'll ever see them again, and like all these things. So like those things are kind of running through my mind, but like I kind of and also one of my really close friends, she is going off to do missions work after this spring quarter, and so it's like, will I ever see her again? I don't know, and I don't even have this quarter anymore to like be with her, and so like all of those things are running through my mind, and I just kind of am like leaning on the Lord, and like whatever that means exactly, it's just kind of like knowing that God's got me, I guess, and that like what he has after this is better than the plan I would have made for myself.
Yeah.
And so like I know that he's teaching things I wouldn't have been able to learn if the situation was different. And so like, I don't know, I just thought that.
That's great. Awesome.
For things I missed, today today was going to be the day I was going to fly out and visit Simon at college.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I guess the script is flipped because now I'm back here.
Yes.
But also, I can't go out and see anybody. So then,
How ironic, dude. Yeah, like
yeah,
now you're so close and we can't. That's
Yeah.
that hurts.
it does.
That
It
hurts.
does. Yeah,
Oh,
but we'll do it next fall, hopefully.
yes.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. It's
Absolutely.
just kind of funny.
Absolutely. It's just we'll wait patiently for the new norm, whatever that is, and we'll figure it out. All right. Well, listen. Here's what I want to do, and I'm gonna kind of start to wrap this up. This was so fun to connect with you guys, and I would love to do it again if you're up for it. You know, in the next couple weeks or whatever your schedule allows. It'd just be fun to get your thoughts and feelings on things. We've been doing this now, 4 days, practically speaking, and somehow it feels like we've been doing it for a long time already.
It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So
You're saying 4, and I'm like, 4?
Yeah, right?
Really?
Like,
I think it's because I'm in like the same place all the time, so it's just like time passes so much slower.
Yeah.
And you're just
I've lost track of daytime and nighttime. I feel like I'm in a Minecraft world.
yeah, it is. It's a weird little synthetic
what
thing.
Day is it? I don't even know.
Minecraft world.
You cannot sleep in this bed unless it is nighttime. So I want to check in with you guys again in the next few days and see what your experience is, and I want to continue to share your thoughts and wisdom on how you just keep moving forward with life and what those challenges are and how you overcome them. I also want to make sure you guys have an opportunity to show off some work. So it'd be nice to see the things that you are working on. Maybe you could mention me on Instagram. I think that's what I use, that I know the kids these days are using. And then I'll repost that, put it in a story or on a WA Visual Art. And then also, join me for the Twitch stream. And then like I got to get those collabs going. So I'll start working on that. I just want to hopefully be an encouragement to you guys, because I know it's going to be encouraging for my students. And love you guys a lot. Appreciate you taking the time to do this. Miss ya. And let me know. Let me know what's going on. Stay in touch. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, that's why I'm here. So.
Awesome. Yeah, like you're saying, I think it's so weird. I mean, this was about like 20 minutes, and like I know all of us have had 20 minutes in the last 2 years or something. You know, it's like, and all it takes the world to shut down to realize that you're all so easily connected.
Yep.
Like so easily connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is something I'll count as a blessing in this moment, that somehow now I have the time to make these kinds of things happen, because I can finally look at the world a little differently. So and do that in your other circles, right? Do that with other people, and
exactly.
And bring some joy into their lives as well. All right, friends. I'll shoot you a message and we'll do this again. All right. Be good. Stay well.
Sounds
Have a good one.
We'll see you.
So yeah.
Bye.
Bye.